Hey there viewers, we're here at the Games Repository taking a look at the cards of Tarkir spoilers ready for the pre-release this weekend. I'm Thraice, and you all know, BritGeek. So we're going to be looking at it starting in colour order, following the collector's numbers, and I hope you enjoy it and find what we're going to be saying useful. So now to cut to the cards.
Okay guys, this is video 2 of our multicolours, artefacts and lands. So we're going to carry on where we left off with the multicolours.
Winter Flame. 1 colourless, 1 blue, 1 red. Instant, choose one or both, tap target creature. Winter Flame deals 2 damage to target creature. Pretty good spell. You can tap things down and deal damage.
Yeah,
nice.
It has to be the same target creature?
I don't know. I'd have to get a ruling on that one.
Yeah.
I'm afraid it's too early in the morning for me to work it out.
So next up we have the first card that was ever spoiled on this set, Zurgo Helm Smasher. 2 colourless, red, white, black for a 7/2, so that's 5 mana for a 7/2 with haste. Attacks each combat if able. Has indestructible as long as it's your turn, and is whenever a creature dealt damage by Zurgo Helm Smasher this turn dies, put +1/+1 counter on him. He's insane, haste constantly attacking creature, really really good, loves him, and I'm sure lots of people have seen this guy many times now.
The only downside to him is that he's quite easy to remove out of your turn, so he dies to instant things. However, he is pretty much immune to sorceries.
Yeah, you run him into something if people have got to choose either to sack something out and make him bigger, or take that 7 damage. That's going to be the major choice.
Yeah. So now we start our artifacts, and here we're going to come on to the first banner, Abzan Banner. 3 colourless artifact, tap, add white, black or green to mana pool, pay white, black or green, white, black and green, tap, sacrifice Abzan Banner, draw a card. Good little thing to help you fix your mana base, and helps you draw a card later on when you've got plenty of mana up.
Yeah, could be very useful in limited. If you want to see more about mana fixing and stuff, check out our earlier mana fix video, also in this playlist. Right, Altar of the Brood, which is 1 colourless artifact. Whenever another permanent enters the battlefield under your control, each opponent puts the top card of his or her library into his or her graveyard. Nice kind of like mini mill. We haven't seen much mill in this set, so just kind of messes with people, unless your opponent's playing Delve, and then it could be quite handy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe that'll be played outside of standard.
Next up, Briber's Purse. X artifact. Briber's Purse enters the battlefield with X gem counters on it. Pay 1, tap it, remove a gem counter from Briber's Purse. Target creature can't attack or block this turn. Quite a useful way to have some pseudo removal to help you force through some damage in colours, so any colour can play it. It's quite a nice card.
Alright, Cranial Archive, 2 colourless artifact. Pay 2, exile Cranial Archive. Target player shuffles his or her graveyard into his or her library. Draw a card. So this is really kind of anti-delve artifact. Pretty funky. Also, you could use it as a kind of pseudo elixir of immortality where you could target yourself.
Yeah.
So a pretty cool card there if you used it for the purposes that are not directly playful, and you get a draw off it.
Yeah, gotta love the extra draw.
And the cool art as well.
Yeah. Yeah, it is a good piece. Next up we have Dragon Throne of Tarkir. 4 colourless for a legendary artifact equipment. Equipped creature has Defender and 2 and tap it. Other creatures you control gain trample and get +X/+X to end a turn where X is creature's power. Equip 3 colours. So, pretty cool equipment. Allows you to stick it on one of your big bad creatures, and then you can tap it, make all your other creatures big and bad, and smash in your opponent's face.
Yeah, it's the trample that really kind of fires it off there.
It's almost like having a overrun back in standard.
Yeah. It's effectively an overrun if you put it onto a big enough creature.
Yeah.
Cool. I like it. Ghostfire Blade, which is a 1-drop. Equipped creature gets +2/+2, equipped for 3. Ghost Fireblade's equip ability costs 2 less to activate if its target's a colourless creature. So where its power really lies is your morph creatures. So you pay 1 mana to put it out, and then you're only paying 1 more mana to equip it to a morphed creature and make them 4/4. That is awesome.
Yeah, that's really good. Helps make morph really devastating. Broken in limited. Next up, Heartpiercer Bow. 2 colourless artifact equipment. Whenever equipped creature attacks, Heartpiercer Bow deals 1 damage to every creature defending player controls. Equip cost of 1. Helps you force a bit more damage, so it can help you finish off creatures slightly bigger than the one that this is equipped to.
Yeah, it's quite nice. Unfortunately, the wording wise is that the bow deals the damage, not the creature. So anything with Death Touch isn't going to get that additional bonus of ping dead. Bit of a shame, but they probably did that on purpose. Then we've got the Jeskai banner, which is exactly the same as the other banner, except it makes the blue, red and white. So we don't really need to go into that one again.
Next up, Lens of Clarity, 1 colourless mana artifact. You may look at the top card of your library and at face down creatures you don't control. So it just helps you get more information. You can see what you're going to draw next, you can plan your turn accordingly, you can look at the face down creatures that somebody has. You can do it any time, as it clearly states there. So you can just keep checking what their morph creatures are, so you can think about what you're going to play. Yeah.
I've got a bit of a problem with this card. A set where they bring morph in and then they give you a 1-drop artifact that cancels one of the sides of morph out. I like the look at the top card of your library. That's quite funky. I like that. But this kind of looking at face down creatures, I think it's a bit OP'd.
Yeah.
Right, next up we have the Mardu banner. Like I said, exactly the same as all the other banners, except this makes the red, white and black.
Yeah. Next, Sultai banner, once again the same thing, but black, green, blue.
And then the Tremere banner, which is green, blue, red.
And next up we have Ujin's Nexus. 5 colourless mana, legendary artifact. If a player would begin an extra turn, that player skips that turn instead. If Ujin's Nexus would be put into a graveyard from the battlefield, instead exile it and take an extra turn after this one. Nice little gimmicky artifact. Can be used if you could destroy your own artifact to take an extra turn, or if your opponent is forced to destroy your artifact for some reason. Could possibly be used as a sideboard card against other decks to stop them taking extra turns, but it wouldn't be a very efficient way to do it in, say, Legacy or Vintage.
I think you could probably have a lot of fun with this, especially if you pull more than one, because the second one would cancel the first one out and then still exist, and it would cause you a bit of fun.
Interesting
Really.
for legendary rules as well, yeah.
Yeah, so they wouldn't cancel each other out. They would just cancel the first one out, so it would give you a bit more power play. Yeah, I think the Nexus is more of a hint to what's going to be coming later on in the set. I think it's there for a specific reason.
Yeah, could be.
Just keep an eye on Ugin. Right, Witness of the Ages, which is a 6 colourless creature golem for 4/4, and you can morph it for 5. So, okay, you can make this more cost effective by putting it in turn 3 and then playing it on turn 5. Also, it's colourless, so it means that any problems you're having with mana fixing, you're still going to get a creature out, but it's still only a 4/4, so not too keen.
Yeah.
But could be quite useful if you need a fatty that you're definitely absolutely going to get out once you have some mana.
Yeah, definitely.
So that's all our artefacts.
Yeah, and now we move on to the lovely lands. First up, Bloodfell Caves. Enters the battlefield tapped. When it enters the battlefield, you gain 1 life. Tap it, add either black or red to your mana pool. Nice basic bit of allied coloured mana fixing.
Yeah. Bloodstained Mire, which is the tap it, pay 1 life, sacrifice it, and search your library for a swamp or mountain card and put it onto the battlefield. Shuffle your library. So that's the pain land for
Love to see the fetch lands back. They're so useful, so great. They're played all throughout. It'd be great in Modern, it'd be good in Standard, and means hopefully people can get their hands on them and maybe help them buy their way into being able to play Legacy. Nice to expand the player base.
Yeah.
Next up we have Blossoming Sands, which is the same as Bloodfell Cage, comes to battlefield tapped, gives you 1 life, this time it makes green or white.
Dismal Backwater, enters battlefield tapped. When it enters the battlefield, you gain 1 life, and you can tap it for blue or black. So, once again, same kind of mana fixing, but with the blue or black.
Yep, and next we have Flooded Strand, the fetch land for plains or islands. Brilliant card. Self-explanatory, fixes your mana base perfectly.
Then we've got Frontier Bivouac, which is a green, blue, red tri-land, enters the battlefield tapped. Straightforward as that. Tri-land.
Yep. Great for fixing. Jungle Hollow, same as the lands we saw previously, enters battlefield tapped, gains you a life, and makes black or green mana.
Misotic Monastery, which is the blue, red, white tri-land that enters the battlefield tapped. Simple as.
Yep. Next up, Nomad Outpost, same thing, another wedge land, except this one makes red, white or black.
Opulent Palace, which is the wedge land for black, green, blue.
Polluted Delta, fetch land for islands and swamps. Brilliant. Brilliant.
That's just because you want it.
It is. Yeah, I do really want that.
Rugged Highlands, fetch land. Oh no, sorry. This is the enters battlefield tap. When it enters battlefield, you gain 1 life, and it's a red, green.
Sandstep Citadel is the wedge land for white, black, green.
Scoured Barrens, which is the dual land, the common dual land for white and black.
Swiftwater Cliffs, once again, common dual land for blue or red.
Thornwood Falls, common dual land for green and blue.
Tomb of the Spirit Dragon. Tap to add 1 colourless mana to your mana pool. Tap 2 colourless mana and it. You gain 1 life for each colourless creature you control. Great in a morph heavy deck, or if you happen to be playing a lot of artifact creatures.
Yeah, I think that deck might enter a few modern artifact decks. That card could be quite handy.
Yeah.
Tranquil Cove, that's the common dual land for white and blue.
Windscarred Crag, common dual land for red, white.
Windswept Heath, which is the fetch land for forests and plains.
Wooded Foothills is the fetch land for mountains and forests.
Then we get into our plains, islands, swamps, mountains and forests. So that, ladies and gentlemen, is the complete set of cards. I really hope you enjoy your pre-release or release, or if you're just looking at an old set, if this is in the futures, the after times. Wonder what the rest of the sets. Wonder how the rest of the set turned out. Was the block good? No, don't tell us. We'll know soon enough.
Thanks for watching, guys.
Alright, guys. We'll see you again after our pre-release. We're going down in a couple of days' time. We'll give you a little video of how we got on.
Wish us luck.